Hey there, Libra. This is Joy with Joy of the World, here to take that intuitive peek into your world going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe, baby, ring the bell. They will notify you anytime I post new videos. Also, if you find you like the content we provide here, Joy of the World, be generous. Give it that big thumbs up. Like and share. Share with your friends, your family, your peeps, your whomevers, your wherevers, your whenevers, your co-workers. I don't know. Because the moment they turn these on, the energy session begins and it unifies and unites with your spirit, your biggest dreams, your goals, your desires to pursue and to chase after, to bring your money on your mind, your love on your mind, your heart on your mind, but to bring in the true you, the true self, and the things that genuinely satisfy and fulfill you, friend. Okay? So we're going to take a look at this Libra. The whole thing just started to come out. I'm cleaning the deck. I'm moving along. You're like, stop there. And I'm like, okay, we parted the waters and then it just started to happen. There's some backstory even to how the cards were moving and coming about. And guess where you had me start? You're like, okay, we want the Four of Wands. This is what we want. We want the lifestyle. We want the forgiveness. Is what you're talking about. Forgiving of oneself for the way things have been, the way things have gone, because it's going exactly as planned. These weren't meant to be tent stakes, tent pegs. I know it's anatomy, y'all, and it's like putting screws and brains and all that kind of stuff. But we're talking about the house and the home for a moment, so let's take a look at that. It happened as it was supposed to be. It's been weaving and divining something together beyond your concept, beyond your intellect. There's some other level that's still trying to come in that we can understand in the eyes that Scorpio will eventually let us know. That's their calling. Who knows why? But this has to do with that simplicity and the acceptance of the way things were and are. It was a shaping of yourself and your environment around you to get you in tune into this new leveling, into this new season of air, especially if you're a Libra sun tuning in here, to get into this season of air so that you're not just wind, like opening your mouth and wind is passing from the back of your head straight out of your mouth that's vacuous, empty, and void. You don't need to have that black hole energy going on around you. No, friend. So we're smoothing that, we're soothing that, we're filling it on in. And this is giving you a sure foundation. A foundation for what? For your dreams. Forgive yourself. Okay? And with that, this one came in and said, we go together, but I'm following that other fella. So what you following? Let's see what's going on here. I don't even know who this is. Let me take a look. The moon. Been cooking something up. So there we have the 4. Here we have a 3 showing up. Talk about a perfect 7. So the 4 and the 3, the 4 is the order, it's the foundation. As we know, you're weaving something together. Unbelievable. You are unbelievable, Libra. And I'm excited to see who you are and how you come forth in this life with your radiance and your shine. And you're like some moonshine. I'm like, not that kind of moonshine. Don't be getting drunk up in here trying to figure yourself out. Connect with your energy and you will be punch drunk on love, on yourself, on the chemistry and the factory of chemicals going on inside of you. They're ready to percolate and bubble up and to soothe you and to percolate you and to get you all excited. Let your excitement come on out. Let it be seen. Let it be shown. Let it be known. Don't be worrying about somebody else trying to come steal it and take it from you. Step off. I'm already separating that right now because this is yours. This is your creativity. This is your ingenue. This is your intensity and your integrity coming on forward finally and allowing it to be seen. You didn't want to be known as a suchy much. Whoever suchy much have been all through this channel this week, but you didn't want to be known as that. You wanted to be kind of like the good old boy or the person you could count on or that sidekick. But when you are the superhero, be the superhero. When you are the star, be the star. And in this case, it is your show, the show of self. So you are the star here. You are the focus. And it's very simple. And it's talking about like convolvulus. It's about, this is a balloon flower. It seems like it's full of air, but it's simply space holding for the beauty and the cup that's coming forth. The vessel. Okay, so I was having a dream about vessels. Okay, that's why the Justice card is coming in over here. So it's about the vessel, and you define the value of your vessel, because you can take prime gold and people will treat it like trash, throw it wherever. You can stick a planter outside of a business and people are going to use it to put their trash and cigarette butts in, because they're like, it's a container outside a door, and their mind's just zombie like going on through and not even noticing the value of what it is placed before them. So you're telling me it's the value of what you place in you, the value of yourself. That is your creativity. Decide what you value in others, okay? Not what you think, but what truly satisfies you, okay? What truly helps you sleep good at night, okay? And some of you deal with a little bit of substance issues, because I can hear some of that going on in the background. You saying some other things, but I'm telling you, do you know who you are? Don't be afraid of who you are. I like who you are without all that. There's no need to hide. The beauty of who you are can come fully forward and be celebrated and be embraced, and you are worthy of love as yourself. Pure, perfect, coming forward in the raw form. That's what I love about you. Okay. So you were having me dig through a few things, which we're not going to quite look at yet. Well, there was a bit of a screen going on, and you're like, no, let's not go there. Let's not go there. I want that card. So you chose this. Why you chose the Ten of Rods, why you chose to have the discipline, to be disciplined, and to have the repercussions and the consequences and that sort of thing as your form of teaching. It's not just you, it's a lot of Libras. But why you kept ruining things in order to learn the greater lesson at hand, to learn the dark side, to appreciate the light. When enjoy the light, enjoy the dark. When you want light, turn on. When you want dark, turn off. Okay? When you want company, go visit. When you want time alone, be alone. It's that permission, a choice, and the freedom, a choice to always choose, and to later on not be changing your mind forever, ever, ever, amen. But if all of a sudden you decide you're there and you're ready to go home, go home. Time with others and time with yourself. I mean, that's this 4 and this 3, bringing in the 7. Who and what you are is perfectly all right with me. So come on in. But you were picking this, and it was all stuck, and what was stuck that really was meant to be seen, okay? Because this has been like just beating you up. I don't even like it. I like the card, but I don't like that behavior of all those consequences of why you think you have to pay for this lifetime. Be celebrated. Be beautiful. You are the lovers. Come in. Love and be loved. Love and be loved. Love and be loved. Okay? There's no place like home. So here we have the Justice card. And that is when your heart and your mind merge, and you value yourself, you value your life, you value how you learn, no longer having to take it through that full scope, through that full tower moment, through the death card, through the devil card. You don't have to run through that whole thing over and over and over again to gain the reward at the end. The reward is knowing yourself and knowing who you are and what you're here for, knowing what you're made of and what you're not, knowing what works for you and benefits you and sets you up for a better day tomorrow, and what depletes and detracts from that, okay? Because we got to look at the bottom line here, and that bottom line is you. You're talking about sacral chakra, so a lot of that has been depleting your energy, because you see, you can look at it either way. Heads or tails. Discipling. Learning, growing, the desire to learn and grow, the desire to teach oneself, to facilitate oneself, and to not always have to be playing into the scales. Remember, we talk about that here often, that you're the entire scale, the post that it rests upon, and that anything that's shifting, moving, and changing is really you and you. So why play yourself against yourself? No need to. No need to have that type of energy in order to have the diversity of life you like, the stimulus that you like. Go out and find things that stimulate you. Oh yeah, when y'all get into itching my eyes, that's definitely you need to see something different. Okay? Like where we live right by the water. You could go surf, you could go paddleboard, you could go boogie board, you could go kite surf, you could go wind jamming, you could do any of that. You could just go swim, you could float, you could get in a pool, you could do whatever. You could shut your eyes, you can run for miles. I don't even know. But that stimulus that you need is about your heart pounding. It's about your brain working. So begin to work yourself. Promote yourself, not out there, but here. Promote your growth, your value, your development, because remember, you were talking about the vessel that you are is what you fill it with, okay? And some of you need to exchange those stimulants and those other things that you're putting in there that leave you depleted for tomorrow, that draw away from your bottom line and begin to take that time and that moment, like that not so good feeling, and turn it. Change your state and say, okay, what do I want to learn at this moment? And go and study that. I mean, technology has afforded us the access to vast amounts of knowledge, creativity, how to paint, how to draw, how to bake a cake, how to, I don't even know, turn a cartwheel, whatever it is, how to sail a boat, how to make a friend, all of that. And as you just begin to answer that cry of your mind, that cry of your heart with something that brings nourishment and life, and even if it's not ends up being your most favorite, you can go on and you're like, okay, I'll seek again, I'll look again, and you're going to these things that begin to grow and develop you and help you know yourself even more, from yourself to yourself. Okay? Baking the pie and eating that pie. Feed yourself, baby. So what you were letting me know is this is kind of laying down, because remember, you beat yourself up, you've worn yourself out, you've dragged yourself through the mud, you have ended up in places you can't even remember how you got there, okay? That's some of the substance stuff that we're talking about here. But this is what you're really wanting, the justice and the balance, and it's coming in like this. Because remember, this story spilled out. We're going to find out what all was blocking it for the moment. But what it rested in is the star. To know you're the one. You're the star of your show. You're fantastic. You're important. You're worth it. You're worth it. Okay? It may not seem like much. It may seem boring, flat, dry, disparaging, whatever. You're like, why am I doing that? But just do it. Find something that does strike a chord, even if it only holds your fancy and interest for one day. I don't care. I have varied interests, and I can get bored easily, although I don't get bored, because I'm like, let me go on to this, let me go on to that, because I sure don't like being bored. I like being stimulated too. I like being excited. I like being soothed. I like being engaged. I like things to entertain my mind and my heart. So I know what that feels like, to have that bump, that rush, that feel. Like when I get done with these, y'all, the last one that I'm recording today, I am going for a spin on my bike, because I need to get this butt up and move and get some groove on. That's right. But that's you being the star. Simple, pure, delicious, divine, full of fruit, life, health, and it aligns you in a way that you can't even imagine. It adds to your longevity, because there's going to come a time that eventually you do settle in the justice, whether you choose to go forward in this energy or not. These are always up to you, friend, okay? And where it resonates with your spirit and your guide and your soul, okay? So that's left up to you, but whether you do or not, it's going to happen. And that's that thing. You want to have the savings in the bank when you wake up from that dream, when those desires wake up. This is the alignment. This is the wishbone and the backbone. Because you have the backbone with yourself, and it does not require this. It doesn't require discipline. Like I tell my kids, if you listen to me with your mind, I won't have to spank you behind, right? So it's discipling versus discipline. And when you begin to get in that flow and that pattern, that's not having to eat your shit no more, okay? Not having to take shit no more, not having to be the low end of the stick or the whatever, the regrets or the washing the face and doing the walk of shame, whatever it is. It's being able to go forward in that thing where you're commanding your life, not through moving others or getting others to join along, just because you know where you're going and you have some excitement, you have some fervency carrying you along. And that leaves this beautiful alignment. That's the backbone that you need to begin to parent yourself in a way that you would want to be parented, to speak to yourself in a way that is effective but yet long lasting. You don't have to berate yourself or beat yourself up or force yourself. Just encourage yourself and motivate yourself along. And when you're done, reward yourself. Leo, bruh. La, la, la. Huh. Leo, Libra. Some of you may need to watch Leo. But reward yourself, Libra. Reward yourself, okay? Because that is an incentive for you. It actually is for all people, but for some reason, Libras don't want to admit that that is the truth. And so it can be a hidden, like a dirty little secret, and I don't like that. So we're just going to pull the covers off on that right here, right now, and be like, hey, it's good for you to reward yourself. That is the thing that furthers you and helps you ease on down the road with music, skipping your steps, song in your soul, all the whatever else. Amen. So here we're looking at what was blocking you. It's interesting because we have the 4 of blades and we have the 8 of blades. Talk about the order 4 and 8s. And they're hemming in one card, which I haven't even looked at because I can just kind of like shut my eyes to these. So here's something almost like a toaster. Who likes Pop-Tarts? You get your Pop-Tart. We're trying to pop it on up, and what are we trying to find that has been protected in between these energies? And I love it because these blades, these swords, they're not They're not menacing and threatening. They're often here as offerings and assistance, okay? So they offered and they assisted. Look, they're both white. They're pure. Purity of heart has been protecting this moment for you. And what is it? It's the Six of Coins, baby. It's your victory. You've been saving yourself for this. This victory, it is totally and completely in line with this Justice card. You're worthy of it. It is time. You are ready. And this is the finger of the star. Like, I'm going to point it at you. I'm not pointing at you. The star is pointing at you, saying it's time. It's time. It's victory. Crown yourself the winner. The winner of your soul. The winner chicken dinner. The one that is the worthy vessel. Begin to fill yourself now with things that are lasting, things that fulfill and satisfy. It may take a few days till you feel the full turn of it, but after each time that you implement that discipling of yourself, reward yourself. Whatever it is, reward yourself, and also tell yourself thank you. Thank you, and I love you. Two of the most powerful, transformative things that take you from a stuck, dead dog, snatched up energy into flowing and into going in the freedom of your spirit, your power. Okay. Hey, Libra, leave your comments down below. Let me know what's going on. I'm excited to talk with you and see you again real soon. I love you. Bye.